Speaking from your own personal experience within the CIA, this is traditionally a boys' club. Do you ever feel like you were under more pressure or more scrutiny, or what obstacles did you really run into as a woman there?
I personally never had any problems at the CIA and never felt that it was more difficult for me to get promoted. At the time that I chose to leave the agency, but really, I was at that point being groomed for management positions. I knew that I was a rising star at the agency at the time that I was there, and I really never felt the victim of any discrimination. Now, that said, I wrote a memoir about my time at the agency. And I wrote in Blowing My Cover about how there's definitely a double standard at the CIA in terms of women are sort of looked at as more susceptible to flattery, more susceptible to counterintelligence ploys. And, I love these shows like The Americans and Homeland, which are kind of showing the reverse, that in espionage, women are often not the weaker sex. And even though that was an assumption at the CIA, I really found that not to be the case. I was lucky enough to come to the CIA after a time where women before me had really fought for their rights. There was a huge class action suit by female case officers against the CIA, and they won that class action suit because they said we're not getting promoted at the same rate that men are. So by the time I got there, they were actively recruiting women for the clandestine service. I felt that we had just as much chance to move ahead as men did, in spite of it being very much a good old boys network. So I personally never felt that discrimination at play at the agency.